Today I'm going to show you a movement to free up the entirety of your waist from front to back, all the way around the side. This is going to make your hips and legs feel much more comfortable, and even your trunk, neck, shoulders, whole body. So this is for total body comfort. So let's get started. So working position, knees bent, feet flat. Leave your right foot where it is, hip width apart. Cross your left leg over your right, like so. And if you lay back now, you'll feel that this creates a tilt in your pelvis. There'll be more weight in the back of your right hip. You'll feel there's a bit of space here between your back of your left hip and the ground. Now you can adjust the distance of your right foot from your bum for comfort, but from here, you're going to draw your left hip, the one that's raised up a little bit, you're going to draw it up to your armpit, like so. And as you do that, you'll feel how that creates tension in your waist, and it tends to draw your head a little bit to the left. So you can go ahead and roll your head to the left so that you can increase what you can feel on the left-hand side of your trunk. And then nice and slowly, just let that relax back to rest. So in this position, when we hike the hips, we're favoring the back of the waist a little bit. So let's try that again. Drawing the hip up towards the armpit, letting the head roll left a little bit, and you can even slightly arch your back a touch, and that will create more sensation around the left hand side of your back and again into your waist. And then nice and slowly, just let that relax and let your waist and back soften out again. So it's like hip hiking with a twist. Let's try that again, hiking that left hip toward the armpit, letting the head turn and adding a little bit of lift of the ribs or of the arching of the back. And you can adjust your head position, how much you turn it, and you can even press the side of your head into the floor, and that will create more sensation down the left hand side of your trunk in the back. And then slowly and carefully just let everything melt back to the start position. So we're getting our waist and our back all in one go with this movement. Let's just do this maybe 2 more times. Hip draws up, head turns, arch a little bit, and adjust the position or how much you're hiking or arching and what you're doing with your head so that it feels good for you. Again, you can apply a little bit of pressure into the floor with your head. That creates more sensation, and the more muscles you contract when you're doing this, the more muscles you're going to release. Slowly relax, letting everything smoothly as you can come back to rest. All right. Last time for this particular section. Draw the hip up, head turns, bit of arch, press the head down, feel the weight in the back of the right hip. Left waist is short, right waist is lengthened, and again you can press a little bit with your head just to get the spine involved a bit more clearly. And again, very slowly let all of that relax and just come back to rest. Okay. Let your legs be straight and just take a moment to see how that feels. If you've done that slowly and carefully, that should feel quite different now down the back of your left-hand side of your trunk. Waist should feel longer, legs should feel longer, and the entirety of the back of your left side of your spine should feel flatter and softer. Okay, let's continue. Bend the legs again. Feet hip width apart. Take the left leg, cross it over the right again. Again, we're back in the same position. Left side of the hip is up, right side of the hip is somewhat down. So we're in the same working position, but this time we're going to hike the right hip. So we're going to draw the right hip up towards the armpit. The left hip moves away, the left side lengthens. Head tends to turn to the right. And it's going to feel a little different because our pelvis is tipped somewhat to the right. And from there, slowly relax. And again, come to rest. And we'll repeat that again. Hiking the right hip up to the armpit, feeling the right waist shorten, head turns to the right. And again, you can arch your back a little bit if you feel like that was pleasant on the first time around, and you can press the right side of your head into the ground. And now you get a clear contraction into the right side of the back and waist. And again, just slowly let that release and slowly and carefully come back to the start position. So we're getting both waists, but we're doing it in this orientation of the pelvis where the pelvis is tipped a little bit into the right hand side. Let's repeat that. Draw the right hip up, left waist lengthens, head turns right, and you can use as much arch or as little arch of the back as you wish, and you can press a little bit with the head into the ground to engage more of the spine, and then slowly and carefully come back to start position. This feels very pleasant to do. You can get into some really hard to reach places because we have a slight twist, and as we're hiking as well. It enables us to get into all these hard to reach places. Let's do that one more time. Hike the right hip up, let the head turn right, bit of an arch, and then press the head down. And you can press the right hip down as well. So we're arching and we're hiking and we're kind of twisting. We're covering a lot of ground, and then very slowly and carefully just relaxing back to rest. Okay, uncross your legs, let the legs be straight, and just notice how that feels now through the entirety of the back and the two waists as well. Should be starting to feel a little bit more even, although there may still be a slight asymmetry because we had the left leg crossed over the right both times. So that's a nice movement to help to get into the waist and the back. What you can do now is stand up, have a walk around. So you can come on back, repeat that, but next time cross the right leg over the left, and in that way you'll have released the entirety of the back and waist. Give that a try, let me know how you get on. If you like these longer sequences, you can have a look at my on-demand classes. There's a link in the description, you'll find them there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.